is the Aqua Sensory podcast. I'm your host, Jo Wilson. In this show, you will learn all about sensory harmony in water for babies and the early years. Because when we grow to love, connect and respect water, learning follows naturally. So I've got a really special treat today, one of our Aqua Sensory professionals, and I love our connection, really supporting each other. And it's so nice to hear about others' journeys as well. So welcome Kayleigh McDine, who is in the north, is it the north of Scotland?
That's correct, yeah.
I'd love to know about how you started swimming, because I think sometimes, you know, we forget there's all sorts of different ways that we can come in swimming, and it's so nice for our listeners to hear other people's stories as well. So warm welcome.
Hi, Jo. Thank you so much for having me on. And yeah, delighted to share my story from the north of Scotland. Like I was saying to you earlier, like these opportunities just really don't come up. And when I had my first baby, gosh, nearly 8 years ago now, we used to travel over an hour to get to our closest baby swim class. So it was very much, you know, a whole day trip for us. And yeah, it was just the highlight of my week. And just loved everything about it. Just so many benefits. And then yeah, that kind of led me on my path into swim teaching, because I was just frustrated with the lack of choices for swimming lessons in my area, or having to travel. So when I had my second baby, logistically it just wasn't going to work, and that's when I decided to retrain as a swimming teacher.
Oh, it's so nice that, as you say, you've had that pull from a parent point of view and then found that that was exactly what you want to do. It's a really similar story to myself actually as well, although mine was a little bit more forced, made redundant on maternity leave. But I'm so with you that baby swimming has that energetic pull, isn't it? And you just want to, if you know, to provide it to your local community if you're really, you know, in a position to make it your career path, which is really nice. So we've been connected for a while through Aqua Sensory, and you're an amazing swim school. Let's chat about, you know, what you're doing with your swim school and all your values and what you're actually bringing through.
Yeah. So I've just recently launched a new website. I thought I've been freelance for working for several different private swim schools, but in the last 12 months I managed to secure my own pool time, and so I've got my own swim school now. So I thought, gosh, it's been 12 months, I should really sort out my values, my website, and coming into the new year, it just felt like a good time to reflect on the last 12 months. But my values are very much based around nurturing little minds. I do believe in a strong swim community, just where everybody feels welcome. You know, it's very inclusive. You know, you're welcome as you are. Obviously, living in a seaside town, water safety is a big part of my ethos. So from like day one, I'm always teaching water safety skills. We're talking to the preschoolers about it. You know, it's just a huge part of my lessons. And then the other two things that are really important to me are individualized learning. So just recognizing that everybody's on their own unique path. So, you know, I will always adapt, you know, my teaching practices to that individual child. And also just feeling really grounded in the lessons and including mindfulness activities. And I think, you know, because I've got a mix of parent and child classes and classes where children come in themselves, you know, I think everybody benefits from that. So yeah, that's my sort of ethos.
Nice. Well, we should really give out a little bit of your shout out of your swim school and exactly where it is, because if anybody is listening, they, you know, I will put all your links below and everything to be connected. But it's do you want to do it? Swim with Kayleigh, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's Swimming with Kayleigh, and I teach little swimmers from birth to 8 years, lifelong water skills, and I'm based in Nairn, which is a seaside town in the Scottish Highlands.
You mentioned all about inclusivity there. one of we love really making sure that, you know, we're reaching out to all parts of our community, and mindfulness as well, having that really nice holistic approach. What's Aqua Sensory given to you, or perhaps maybe, you know, an individual swimmer?
So I've always been aware of Aqua Sensory. So I've been a swimming teacher for 7 years now. So you know, I've always been aware of it. And then when I started doing my own lessons, I thought I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to do it. So obviously I started with bath babies, but I am a firm believer in any CPD just to enhance that my offerings to my clients. But I do feel like the Aqua Sensory program has given me a lot of fresh ideas to bring into the pool, things that you know, if I hadn't have done it, I would not have been aware of at all. And what I really like about it is, like you were saying, that holistic approach, and it's just tapping into feelings and emotions, and it's not goal based. So it's just, giving everybody that opportunity, to develop in their own way. And I just think it brings a much more a gentler teaching style.
Yeah, it does. And I think sometimes in our busy world where we are rushing around from one moment to the next, it brings through a different pace, doesn't it? And a feeling, really. I think sometimes it's quite difficult to understand that it's that internal sensory systems of really feeling in balance and in harmony, not on high alert. So then we are really more able to learn. And I love the fact that you mentioned bath babies as well. And I think being in a, more of a remote part of the UK, it does allow us as swim professionals to tap into, a different type of water-based class without having a pool as well. And your classes look so yummy. They look so nurturing and really nice.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think because we are so rural, and for some parents to travel to a swimming pool, it is some distance. So to be able to bring it into the local community, and people can still pick up some holds and moves and songs, I think they really appreciate that.
Definitely. And with your style of classes and having classes where everybody is welcome, so if a child or a parent has an individual need, then actually being able to teach from within is really important. And you also have personal experience as well, and bringing that through.
Yeah, 100%. So when, for every child that comes to swim with me, obviously I send out information, I get to know them. So I'll know every child's name, what their special interests are, if there's anything I should be aware of. But it is very inclusive. But it does come from a very personal point, because both my kids have got additional needs. And, I've got that parental experience, and safety is always in the forefront of my mind, and just getting it right for each individual child, because that will be different for everybody. So yeah, that's something that's really, really important to me.
Yeah, no, I love that. And it brings through such passion for everything that you do. So that's really beautiful, so valuable for your local community, and have those probably skills that you don't really have to learn just from a textbook or a course. You will be really embodying them through your family, and then having amazing teacher toolkits.
Yeah, I think as a parent, you just want to nurture and safeguard your child in every aspect of their life. So swimming is a huge part. It's a safety skill, and yeah, it's nice to have. We're very lucky where we've got exclusive use of the pool, and it is very calm and welcoming. So yeah, it's just a really lovely environment where they can be safe and come and learn how to swim.
Yeah. So what's planned for the future for
What's my plan for the future? So just really I'm always working on my swim program. So for next year, I really want to indrill more mindfulness, especially into my older classes as well, just letting that filter through. And, we're always looking for new pools, which, hopefully, if somebody's got a bit of land somewhere or an estate, we're always looking to add to offerings, but also very grateful for what I have and the swim community that I have, because without them I wouldn't have a swim school. So just feel very grateful for what I've got as well.
That's lovely. So I'll signpost people so they can really see your amazing work, and as you say, you never know who is listening and who will be able to support you, whether it's with funding or finding that golden pool or land. You never know. And I think this is the nice thing, isn't it, putting it out there and the universe helping guide us, really, which is lovely. Well, thank you so much for today, our connection. We'll keep really, really excited for next year, helping you and supporting you and really, making an impact for the local community through Bath Babies and our Aqua Sensory. So thanks, Kayleigh.
Thank you so much, Jo.
Take care. Thank you for listening to the Aqua Sensory Way. It's so nice to have you here tuning in today. Let's connect again soon. I'd love you to find out more about creating sensory harmony in water. Come and join us on our socials and in our community Facebook group, Aqua Sensory Connections.